back from the dead.
Hey guys, this is going to be a quicker video, and this is a video that I've had the idea of doing for a while, and then I saw a Reddit post and I was like, oh yeah, maybe I should really do this because people are confused by it. So yeah, sorry if it's quicker, that also works out for me because I don't have much time, but yeah. Alright, so this video is about the reputation gain items. As you can see, like the outer fender, hell pipes, headset, things like that, the fluorescent lamps and headlights. Now, a lot of people have questions about these. If you put, okay, I've reached the part limit, but let's say I put both these hell pipes and both these outer fenders on. That should give me a 4% increase in XP, correct? No, that's actually not how that works. If you see, you have two types of cabins. You have the rare cabins and then the common cabins. At the moment, I believe those are the only cabins in the game, the blue and regular ones. As you can see, I don't see any other cabins. It's just blue and common, so you have rare and common. And what this means is, if you are using a blue cabin, say I use my Wyvern cabin, I can put a total of 6% increase of items on here, or reputation gain items on here. So that's how that works, a total of 6%, and a common is 3%. So if I have 5 or 6 items, and I have a total of, say, an 8% increase of experience, if I'm using a pickup cabin or the WWT1 cabin or any other common cabin, I will only get a 3% increase. If I use the Wyvern, I will only get a 6%, even if it has an 8% total increase. So blue equals 6% and white equals 3%. That's the base of it. Now, just to cover some other questions you may have, if the item gets knocked off in combat, it does not fully break. It doesn't. What I mean is, I said that completely wrong. What I mean by that is, if it gets knocked off in combat, you still get the reputation gain. That you get the reputation gain just by taking these items out into combat. You do not have to finish with them on your vehicle. And that brings me to my next point, and that is fuel barrels. And I see a lot of people taking out several fuel barrels, whether or not they know this. If you have 1 fuel barrel and 10 fuel barrels, you'll get the same amount of fuel. You only get fuel from 1 fuel barrel. Now, this is different than the reputation gain items, because if it gets knocked off during combat, then you do not get the fuel at the end of the race, and if your vehicle explodes, obviously you still don't get the fuel. If you take out, let's say you have 4 fuel barrels on your vehicle and 2 of the 4 survive, you will get the same amount of fuel as if only 1 of the 4 survived. You only get fuel from 1 fuel barrel, and it has to survive to the end of the match, and you get the fuel regardless of victory or loss or how many kills and assists. It's just you get fuel if you have the fuel barrel at the end of the match and you're still alive. So taking out 10 fuel barrels does not give you 10 times the fuel, but if 9 of the 10 explode, you'll still get fuel because you have 1 left. That's about all I can explain about those items. There's not much else to say. I hope this helped you in some way and cleared up some questions you might have had. So if it did, go ahead and hit that like button. It means a lot to me, and subscribe. That means even more. So yeah, peace out, guys, and see you in the next one.